Hey guys, it's Tarkin coming at you with another game of Total Warhammer 3. Now, we know what's going to happen over the end of this turn. Vilitch is going to come in and attack us, and we're probably going to lose again. But, because we know he's going to attack, we recruited a couple of RORs to the army, and maybe we can win. I think it says that the auto-resolve will, give it to me here, but I'm going to try to actually do it. Hey, Fish Chip. Because I've just been thinking about this battle basically constantly since it happened. And, right here, the auto-resolve would give it to us, but I just have to think that we can win this somehow. And what we're going to do is turn Yuan into a dragon and fly around with our Astromancers. So this first army's got these trolls. We just need to break them and escort them off of the battlefield with our Astromancers. Just peck them to death as they run. And just be more careful with our positioning and our ranged people. Fish Chip, you say you found out something insane? I see. What is? Alright, so we know from the last time we did this battle that Chaos Chariot dude is going to be a problem. They got mobility, they got those Forsaken, all of those things are problems, but we just need to get, all of these dudes set to guard mode so that once we get them into a position, we'll be good. Archers in the trees here. These have vanguards, so we can go ahead and move them out there. We want to make sure we have our really good halberds in the trees here. That'll give them extra oomph against anything that's big that comes in. And it'll also protect them from getting spells dropped on their heads or whatnot. We'll drop our good crossbows in the trees as well. Same rationale. We'll move them over in this way. Our reinforcements are going to come in from here. Now, the last time we did this, we made a couple really, really big mistakes. One of them was we tried to kill Vilitch. You can't do that. He's too good. So his army will be over here. And anyway, Vilitch, I just don't know if we can sink any damage into him. He just regenerates his shield like crazy. It's so nutty. I went back and watched my video of the fight, and I'm like, oh, he wasn't even tuned up at all at any point. Just craziness. So what we're going to do here, same as last time, we want to stack this side because we're going to think that we can get into a big fight here with one half of the army before this other half arrives. Because this is some mobility, but a lot of people on foot. And so we're just going to try to get over on... Alright, so our magic, we don't have too much of it, and they're going to steal it because they're a bunch of big old jerks. Alright, we just need to move into position here. Yeah, because if we just get some spears in the back here, then that should be totally solid. Because they're over there. All right, so let's take a look at the array of our enemies here. They're still just chilling. They're still hanging out. Vilitch has he has these abilities where if he casts, he lowers his cooldowns, and when he casts, he also replenishes his barrier a lot, and then also he like replenishes the barrier of things around him. Yeah, for all the people around him, and the more that he casts spells, the stronger he gets in battle. So basically, we've just got to try to not take too much damage from spells. As soon as Yuan arrives, we're just going to move into attack and fire at probably the Screamers of Tzeentch. We're going to have cannons coming in and crane gunners in the back. Now, they're not going to necessarily be able to shoot at anything. Probably put the crane gunners like right here and hope that they'll be able to see something. And these fellows, they dropped a summon on us. We're just going to go ahead and charge in as best we can and try not to lose anything while we deal with it. They're charging across the battlefield. And alright, we get in. These pink horrors, you know, they've got, you know, a little bit of resistances. They got a little bit of defensive stats. They're not, like, good against any of the things that we're bringing to bear. But that doesn't mean that they can't be a little bit of a headache all the same until you get them off of the battlefield. Alright, now what we're going to do here, these dogs are going to charge right in, and if we have our spears braced, then they won't be taking damage from the charge extra, so... Alright, now everybody's here. And that means that this is about to begin in earnest. We need to get... Oh, God. This is gonna get pretty hairy. Alright, we just need... No, not you. We need all of the Air Force isolated on this side. We need him on that side too. Vilitch is going to be over here. We're just going to hope that he is going to deal with some stuff over there. Oh my goodness, everybody getting cooked by that spell. It looks like it might have hurt them as much as us, but no. A whole spearman out of commission. Oh my god, what's happening? Okay, so Yuan's whole army is charging in to the very front. They're just running automatically in. I didn't realize that was happening. That's probably why we lost the last battle too. Yeah, because, okay, so when I was in that battle and I was like, why did all of my forces just charge in? That was why. They were automatically given a move forward order when they came in as reinforcements. And I didn't realize it, and that's why they all died. Okay, well. I think we still might lose this, but we'll reload it until we can win. Or not, you know, or not. The good news is we are breaking this side position very, very robustly. These hounds are running away. These trolls are running away, and we're feasting a little bit over here. Now, that doesn't mean we're winning. I don't think we are. Is there no music? The music's just not playing. Got it. The crane gunners are firing. The Grace of Yuan are firing. We're all shooting around here. We're all having a party. Oh no, well, this whole front is breaking now, is what's happening. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, look at all of the peasants. They ran all the way over here. There's like 18 spears over on this side. Well, it looks like we're running away just in time for them to get nuked. Well, you know, that could have went worse. Alright, we need to get... Oh my goodness, yeah, that's terrible stuff. These artillery are doing nothing. These flyers are just jumping on us and we're not doing anything about it. Feels good. Our leader is unsupported in the front there. Our very elite infantry are doing nothing. I am so bad at this game. But on the upside... On the upside, the Centaurs are running wild in the backfield. Our most valuable troops are doing nothing, and our dragon is flying in the air and getting shot for free. And you might be saying, I thought you said the upside. Yeah, I don't have an upside. This is bad stuff. We're going to drop a comet on these guys. Maybe it'll help. We're just going to drop a huge comet here. And if it hits those Forsaken as they come, and we might just melt a very, very big part of their army here. That's actually a very amazing comet. Oh my god, that was a good comet. Alright, the good news is the backfield pressure that was totally running through is now, it looks like, taken care of. We just need to stay out of Vilitch. Vilitch is fighting some peasant spears. That's all we want him to do. Yuan is getting shot. That is not perfect. The enemy chariot is way over there. That is good. Alright, do we want to throw like a chain lightning down like here? That could be good. No, we'll let's stick to wind blast. So yeah, there's about to be a whole lot of trash here. Alright, I think we're pulling it back together. Yeah, they're in full route over here. They don't have anything that's penetrating the backline anymore, so they're about to lose. I cannot believe it. It looks like maybe I could have done fine on that first battle. I just blundered all of my reinforcements in. Of course, we could still die here. Yuan is getting, oh my goodness, so badly shot up. We've got to get him out of there. Because I just need to win this battle. If he lives, then we'll be fine. But alright, so what do we do now? What we do now is send our birds, one at each of these ranged units. We realize that we have about 500 spears here, not doing anything, and send them out to annoy people. Yeah, we've got, well, like literally 10 units of spears on this side that aren't doing a thing. Got some guys stacked up on each other, got some cannons not working, got some crane gunners not working. You know, when you have a large army, the risk is that you don't pay attention and you just lose because you're bad. It could happen to you. Oh god, we need to be in here and dealing with these Chaos Sorcerers. This battle's not over. Okay, do we drop a comet right here? I think that'll be good. We'll just crash all the way down on this. Because the back line is still fine, right? Yeah, Satang is shooting at no one. Awesome. Good. The crane gunners are shooting at no one. Oh, they're shooting at someone. That's good. Archers in the trees doing well. Yuan still alive. Couple thousand life. Our, you know, our Astromancers, they're really the... they're getting it done. Oh yeah, we have a firewall. Why don't we just firewall these guys we're fighting right here? That'd be pretty good. Alright, we've got this in the bag, I think. That doesn't mean this general's not going to die, though. He might. He might. It doesn't mean we're not going to have all of this crumble. We might. We certainly might. But I think we'll just barely get away alive. Alright, Yuan shatters that guy. We need to get him on this Chaos Lord in the back. We probably need to get all our guys on the Chaos Lord in the back. This War Shrine guy is fighting my dude on foot. I guess my guy on foot's gonna die to it. Oh god, yeah, let's get out of there. Jeez, that's super rough. Because Vilitch still has totally full HP, right? We've had too many guys fighting around him. Alright, we just need to... Alright, at least we've got the dragon on their chariot now. Look, it's not... The chariot doesn't want to be fighting a dragon. He doesn't. And we don't want anybody to be fighting Vilitch. Just run away from him. Why are we even giving him battle? You know, like, why am I so dumb? We should run away from Vilitch. I think we're winning. I think Vilitch with full HP is just going to have to... Yeah, there we go. We get him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Yeah, I recruited the 3 RORs. I don't know if you saw the battle at the end of the last video, Luke, but we lost it very badly. But, I mean, we could have lost this one still. The large army as reinforcements coming in, they just, like, ran forward, and I did not tell them not to. But I think... Yeah, so we lost the Croman. We can kill Vilitch here before he gets away, I think. Do you have anybody else? Like, yeah, I think this beat squad can at least get a lot of HP out of him. And maybe get an execute. We're kind of far from the border of the map, right? We can go ahead and try to tie him up with some spears, too. Yeah, and I mean, they were the Dune Dragons who didn't get any value. These archers who got good value. And, you know, they do fire damage and weakness to fire, so that could have helped on, like, trolls. And the Grace of Yuan, who did not very well, but, I mean, they must have made a difference, right? And 1,000 value is still 1,000 value. The Crane Gunners did nothing. The Crane Gunners did nothing. The Cannons did nothing. Setang did nothing. Yanbo's got 3,000 value. Setang is right now shooting my own guys. And this is how long it takes to do any damage to Vilitch now. He has a benefit because he's trying to run away. But it's still, like, it's funny how even with my entire army, you know, secured, we're just like, you can't hurt him. Oh, sorry. Yes. Yes, I definitely am. Yeah, I tap my heel on the ground, or, like, thump. It also annoys my brother. It's not quite late at night, but yes, thank you for bringing my attention. Sorry about it. I tend to jostle my legs whenever I am in thought. Well, that was... I kind of thought we were going to lose at a timer 3 before we got it, but yeah. A fine comet, and you know, he gets 4,000 value, probably 1,500 of it from chasing Vilitch down after the fight is done. What are you going to do, right? Yeah, him being in dragon form, that was a huge difference. Because on foot, they just tar pitted him, and he couldn't hit anyone. And it's not like he can duel Vilitch, right? Vilitch got 480 kills. I hate him so much. I don't even get it. I went back and watched the fight, and I'm just like, oh, you just can't hurt him. You just can't hurt him. And I was also like, I was getting nuked by all sorts of army abilities and spells, and I ran in all the ranged, you know, and then I wasn't getting, you know, I got value out of the Astromancers. Yeah, 2,000 there, 1,200 there, 1,000 there, you know, because just flying around, we dealt with the trolls early. Just a much better fight, but a much better fight by far. And of course, if we didn't find a way to win that, the campaign, I had declared it over. It wouldn't have been absolutely over. Do we want Ogre Bulls in here? Nah, we'll take the missiles. Have I heard of Demon Bluff? I have not heard of it. Vilitch's trait is 5 melee defense and 10 winds reserve. If I've ever got that trait before, I would have auto-resolved it. I don't remember fighting Vilitch. I know he's a menace, but like all the ways in which he is one, I definitely did not know off the top of my head. Alright, so now these guys are on the War Compass. Now on the War Compass, they have access to bound abilities for Comet and Celestial Lightning. Which is, I think, like a... Is it just a Comet of Castador, or is it, like, weaker? Yeah, it's weaker. But it's all... They also have their spells, but it also, like, the... You know, they don't fly when they're on it. I mean, having one on the compass that's sticking with the army for the free bound spells wouldn't be bad. Not the one with the star metal plate. Because really, we only need one to fly around. They call it a single-player social deduction game, but it's really just a logic puzzle. Yeah, okay. Sounds fun. Puzzles can be so interesting or so annoying. It just sort of depends. All right. My build is all over the place. What am I even doing? All right. We took the HP, which is dumb, but all of these are similarly bad. Do we take the red line for better peasants? Or do we take the blue line this late in the game to try to get Lightning Strike? Or do we just continue on with this and then maybe get stronger later? Yeah, seems good. Charge bonus over speed. Speed seems fine. I'm really in such rough shape compared to Vilitch, but, you know, maybe we only need the one kill, right? Maybe one will be good enough. We need to take Rolling Skies on these guys now that we're actually fighting guys that have air units. Still a playtest on Steam, but you're having fun with it? Cool, cool. Yeah, maybe I'll remember it and take a little look-see. Well, I guess now we don't just lose, huh? I mean, there's still problems, like Tamarkon's right here. But, you know, for the now, Xiaomin is, you know, he's moving up. He might be taking the Bastion soon, or one thing from it anyway. Oh, the Chaos Dwarves took this Bastion gate. From whom? Not... Oh, did they, like, raise it? Well. Well. The one good thing about him doing well as he can on the way over. Yeah, I guess there's that. Well, obviously we're going to have to deal with these Chaos Dwarves again before too long. But, you know, we declared peace with them because we had kicked them out of Cathay, and now they're back. But what we can do on the back of this is hopefully everything we need. Get out of this revenue neutral territory. Auto down this army. Make some money. Vision is still out of harmony. One turn and it'll be in harmony, though. Maybe Xiaomi will kill him while we finish off Vilitch. Yes, hopefully. So you can find the choke points. Yeah. And then, you know, reload the battle repeatedly until we get a result that's acceptable. Whoops. I shouldn't have moved him this far away from the border with the Dark Elves, probably, but, you know, maybe Halu can move back down. Yeah, we don't need more support in the north from these armies, because we've got Miao Ying's up here, plus this other secondary one. Well, Miao Ying, we can just move over here and take the gate on this side then. She can get there in a turn, she can get there in a turn. And Yonbo. Oh, this guy had to go into March to make it to the battle. That's another reason they were beat up. I'm like, how could I have lost so badly? Just bad play in a lot of ways. But, you know, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Does he need one cannon? I mean, one cannon is traditional. But he's just sort of a backfield army. Celestial Loyalists. Oh, they weren't. They came from a rebellion, and then I was like, you know, why don't I just force them to ally with me, or become defensive allies rather than military ones? And I'm like, and then we can confederate them later if we need or whatever. But I was like, there'll be a place that we can heal, and I knew that Vilitch wasn't at war with them yet, so I was like, we can hang out in here, and I sold it to him for peace because I didn't have an army to deal with him, and like $7 grand. Here we march to get into our territory without the corruption. There we go. This person can't come in on Miao Ying, and we can just go ahead because we now need to, what? We need to sweep down this way. They've only got their home fortress, so once we get them out of this side of the wall, we know they can't get back over here. Hey Thomas, say you're sorry you can't go today. You gotta get your BTech project in. Well, best of luck with that. Obviously, you know, the real life projects are more important. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello anyway. We probably won't be playing for too much longer, but appreciate seeing how the same. You teleported over to Cathay, and Skulltaker had it in Kairos. Wow. Oh, Lustria. Okay. Yeah. Like 10 turns and you hadn't seen one of his armies? That is very ominous. They've got to be in good shape. If you don't see a crummy Chaos army somewhere, there is a very, very good Chaos army just waiting to say hello. Yeah, and this guy, we're just going to go ahead and force march down, because we're going to need somebody to protect these walls when they inevitably are attacked by the foe. Here, we just need archer platform. In-game crisis, Scarsick by Force of Gloom. Oh, dude. They are such a headache. Hey, Shangwu gets to level 4, finally. And that's going to give us a bunch of bonuses because it is a... Oh, and we got stone. Alright, time for another commercial district. I guess we build it in Weijin? Yeah. Yeah, because it's got all this econ stuff going on. It's going to have all the slots. I mean, alternately, we can build it... No, Kunlun's already a fortress, right? So we could try it at, like, Nongchong, but we kind of had it planned for being a fortress one as well. Weijin makes sense. Pomei, though, could make... Yeah, we're not going to lose Weijin. We can just go ahead and make it the commercial district. Because lots of time, like, before, like, we got, like, different stuff for a landmark from having it being a commercial district and from this bazaar. So, like, yeah, we'll be able to get something cool, maybe, but, yeah. Faction-wide reduction on things and stuff. Doesn't feel good to lose a tree. Oh no, for sure. It's the worst. Yeah, I mean, the Cathay tree, obviously you gotta have that tree, but... So this guy's army has the RORs. We'll probably pick them up in Yuan Bo's army and leave with them, you know, somewhere else. But we just need to grab this piece of land. When we do... Oh, okay, we're fine. We're fine. Lokir's currently at war with Balthazar Gelt, so we're okay. He's probably not going to declare on us freely. And, yeah. Hey, Forest Shield. Yeah, it's a lot for a long victory, isn't it? I feel like 4 plus the oak, or even 3 plus the oak. You do your original, by the time you go to another place, I mean, like, what's the pacing for 8? It seems like a lot. So here we have to get our 2 or better spells, right? Man, my low-level legendary lords at this point in the campaign, it really is striking. All right, well, that I wasn't ready to win. I was prepared for failure, not success. Another Astromancer to recruit, and we're going to do it. We're going to get this solid one. Melee attack, weapon strength, and armor. That's better than weapon strength and charge bonus by kind of a long margin. We could take another one of these Harmonizer ones, but we've probably already got that. Because, like, fundamentally, when you run around with 75 leadership peasant long spears, we just need to get them better, right? We just gotta get a couple more things on them. How do we get it? Not that way. Melee defense, melee attack for young units. I'm like, I know, I say it wrong so much. I hate my dumb brain and how it can't know things. You know, like, what is the rule? I ask my brain. What is the rule for the pronunciation of Chinese words? It is nothing rhymes with bang. And yet, I'll just say stuff like non-Chang. It can't be Chang. Nothing rhymes with bang. Don't be an idiot. But, you know, I do it anyway. You know, Comet's probably better than Chain Lightning, and I'm bad, but I always get Chain Lightning anyway. Sort of out of steam with the campaign. So Ikit, Scarstick, or Luther Harkin. I did Luther in the Vortex back in the day. Back into, you know, but the Coast campaigns were interesting in those times, in my opinion. Not necessarily good, but interesting. And we'll balance out Nangao there. And of course, it's a very important place, but low growth at the moment. You know, we're just trying to make it all work. We've got more tokens in there now that we've got a couple more cities going. We just need to keep on keeping on. Because after all, once we've dealt with Vilitch, there's nothing left to worry about. I mean, sure, there's Lokir, and then Tamarkan, and then, you know, everything else in the world, but there's nothing left to worry about. Luke, exactly. Yep, that's how it works. Like how the Chaos Dwarf mounted guys. Usually people that have like pistols that are on flying units get to do that, but it just depends. Yeah. And then, of course, now that you have stuff like that, the Endless Quiver that gives you ammo that you can get, I don't know if Coast gets it from their item drops, but you can definitely get it somewhere. Or, like, you know, more access to restock. You can really do so much work with Luke Harkin. Back in the day, he was entirely standard. In multiplayer, like he was what people ran with. Like, we should go to Nuln. Because I'm now thinking that Luminarch lens could have been pretty good. I'm like, you know, sometimes. Alright, Oscar's here. They're all... Oh, he's going the long way in. He's really trying to get inside of Cathay. Oh, and he's walking through these people that are holding onto my bastion. Oh, that's right. We got a non-aggression pact with them. I forgot to make them not annoy me, but of course that has a problem. I'll just go right here and go to there. If he goes up here, then Zhao Ming will bushwhack him, and I can just go this way to Red Fortress with Miao Ying and steal it. No, it's got a garrison of 20. She can't do that herself. Alright, so what do we do? We take this with Yonbo because we don't want this dude to get it, and then we'll take that one with this guy because we don't want anyone to get it. Like this guy. We can beat this army with this one. Yes, we certainly can. Jiju. We're just going to give this guy both of those dudes, and that guy was not on a bird. That feels bad, but now he's all better. Better deficit spending between Wood Elves and Vampires. Yeah, probably Wood Elves. I know Orion can get, like, free war, essentially. You just declare on everyone in the world. But that's, like, right at the boundary of, is this, you know, in good taste? We balance the harmony there. We're revenue positive and so on the line of being entirely broke. I'm not thinking, I'm like, you know, I said this guy doesn't have an army. They're Warriors of Chaos. They can recruit where they're at, but I could get away, probably, if they got me. Eckled Hellbrass is not in an army, so that's very good, because he's, you know, he's a real problem. It's always good if he's not around. Eckled Hellbrass? He's a real guy. Just an absolute terror. Old Eckled Hellbrass, you just don't want him in an army. He's so fun when he's in your army. I'm like, I got this alchemist and I didn't even get overcasted final transmutation on him because I took boost income? What's wrong with me? What even are choices? Fortunately, her army is very affordable here. Do I need the lions in it? I mean, I don't. But we have them. Inside of the Bastion, you get, like, upkeep of, 15 for crane gunners, so at least that's nice. Like, what do we do with Miao Ying? We can move where? There to no avail? Over here to reinforce? And it seems fine. Oh, Echoed Hellbrass is a legendary character. Sorry, I thought we were on the same page there. But yeah, that's a real name of a real dude. I don't think they name any other ones of it. Oh, well, our ally declares war. We're gonna go in on it and then break the non-aggression pact. I don't know if that tanks our reliability or not. I mean, I think maybe if we're joining a war, then it wouldn't affect it. I'm not sure. I do know that they came in and took the gate, and that ain't right. Stock for peasant archers. Don't mind if I do. And we're going to take this upgrade for the peasant spears. We just need to start getting better peasants. He was immortal, so he survived, but he's not obviously not the true Slicer who named him. Alright, so here... we hit this guy here. He runs in a good direction, in an awful direction, all the way around the mountain. We can catch him anyway. We can catch him anyway. I should have taken the money. We get glittering scales. Very nice indeed. Be able to throw that on someone in Miao Ying's army? Yeah.
Attention.
And then he can just roll in here and take this. Fix that up, and then the port will be up next turn. Yonbo will be able to replenish here someday, maybe. We're just going to go to March because there's no one around to hit him. And yeah. Well, very good. Gelt will be on this side fighting with this fellow, which, we don't want Gelt to have too much more land, right? But at least he'll hold him back. Like, I sort of want to, like, timing push him and hit him right now anyway. I mean, what's he have? He only has 3 places left. Leave Vilitch alive for a little bit longer. I mean, he's only got 1 place. That doesn't mean he can't make another army and beat me up. But... you would worry about Shamin getting mad, but he'll forgive and forget. Yeah, and you know, we're at plus 230. He likes us more than he likes him, you know. And like with Miao Ying, you know, like you've got like this 40 to Grand Cathay. There's like all this access that we have to pretty good stuff. Oh yeah, good call. Yeah, Vilitch as a faction is not something I need to be leaving. You're right. And without Yuan up there, I'm not super... I mean, Miao Ying in the air, I mean, she doesn't regenerate. We could just give her the sword, but... pass the von Karstein sword around like the badge of office. Alright, so they got this Dreadquake battery thing. That'll probably kill, like, everything that it hits. Like, how interesting will it be to siege the Bastion, though? I don't like the Bastion maps. They get a Doom Rocket? Oh, yeah. Monstrous Impact. It's like, I feel like I've been hit by that before and didn't realize it. Well, I got time for one more fight. Might as well do this one, right? And it's pretty nice that that we ended up winning. I didn't think that was going to happen. But, you know, we've got our cannons. We've got some wizards. We've got a very badly... done alchemist. Maybe I should just respec them. I mean, an overcasted final transmutation is good to have in an army. An alchemist that doesn't have that is just there. Oh, he's on a longbow. Whoops. Well, you know, it's probably going to do really good on one. Longbow's a good thing. It doesn't cause terror, which is too bad, but you know, it he hits super hard from his abilities and such, so. Here's gonna skill points to fill him out. Sooner or later, measure traits. Yeah, but right now they're level 13, so it's a metal caster that can't do final transmutation. Oh, Eternal Guard with Fire Glaives on the wall. Well, that's bad. So let's just charge into the Chaos Dowie. Seems good. Mainly because I thought the Fire Glaives wouldn't walk all the way over here. Because really, if they just got, like, bolt throwers in the back, why don't I go pop them? Why don't I go do that? Oh my goodness. Death Shrieker? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is, right in the middle. Well, we're not going to be able to stop that, are we? Oh my god. What? Oh, the crane gun got hit by the monstrous impact thing. Well, you know, that, I should have autoed this. I very clearly should have autoed this. What am I doing? I'm losing my whole army trying to take the wall. I'm losing my whole army trying to take the wall. I'm an idiot. What the hell? Alright, the good news is I should have stayed outside of the wall and didn't, so instead of taking a very clean fight, we take a super messy one. We could have just flown in. We could have kept all of our guys in the back and flown in. I don't even know if we can back away now. I think we just die. Yeah, I guess I don't know why I thought we would just run up to the walls and take it. We're taking so much damage. We're taking so much damage. All of the peasants are dead. Like, I could have just flown in here and dealt with the artillery, but no, I decided to be an idiot. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna turn into a dragon and dive their leader. I can't believe this. Like, how am I this dumb? It's because it's late and I'm tired. Why did I even do a siege? Anyway, we could have done this in a way that wasn't an absolute disaster, like crafted by a moron. Instead, you get what you see here. Because again, all this stuff at the wall is just dying for nothing. For nothing. It doesn't need to be here. See this? We could have just broken all the artillery. Went over to this one. Instead, this Deathstreaker rocket launcher is getting no value somehow. I have no idea what it's doing. I don't know how it's not killing people. How did the lion get in? Okay, they opened the door and let the lion get in so they could shoot him. We're gonna cast Missile Mirror on the Hobgoblin archers, and it doesn't work. Nope, it happened too late, and now they didn't shoot anything. Yeah, we should have just left all of our troops outside and came in with the flyers. Taking an absolute ton of free damage, just wasteful. Just terrible play, just bad. At least Mao Ying's having a party beating up on this dude. We'll drop this Celestial Sweep thing. He does like a lot of damage around him when you pop it. Drop a Searing Doom on top of the Fire Glaives. It's got big armor piercing, so that'll do the job right. Give her flaming attacks metallurgy and let her get to town. Of course, that's not good because Chaos Dwarves are all resistant to, you know, fire, but what are you going to do? Yeah, I guess, yeah, that's a good point. My whole army is tier 0, well, nearly. And if I lose these lions, they're too expensive anyway. Good news, now the archers are on the walls, and I'm sure now everything will be fine. Hey, a win's a win, right? I just wish my ally was here in the north with some land so that I could give it to him and then he could defend it. Wind blast into a terror route. It's so good. It's so good having these terror-causing monsters in there. You just look, you see their HP's low, you spike their HP, and then you get the terror route on the back of the wind blast. As long as they're not armored, it works every time. Good news, guys. We're retaking the Bastion. This is like a normal Miao Ying campaign here. Oh right, the gates still aren't knocked down yet. We're still trying. Now Ying is flying in the air and getting shot. That is what everybody likes to do when they're a dragon. Because, you know, you don't want to be unfair. You want to give them a sporting chance and all. What a messy, terrible fight. Who hasn't broken? There we go. Anyway, what a terrible thing. Why do they all have different surnames? Aren't they siblings? You know, I don't know. I assume they have different mothers. But I confess I don't really know the reason there. I assume they, you know, because of differing parentage. But maybe not. I don't know. I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, you know, wouldn't it have to be different fathers have different surnames? Maybe I don't know how the rules apply if you're an emperor or an empress, right? because the Moon Empress is, I think, like the head. Like there's the Dragon Emperor, but like I thought like that the Empress was like the actual like, you know, she was like the real one. But I guess they both run it. Maybe one of them represents the yin and one represents the yang, but I confess that I don't really know. Yeah, but I was thinking about that. I'm like, you know, they don't, looking at their names, they don't appear to be siblings, right? All right, well, that certainly happened. And what'll happen next is... Oh, somehow... Okay. We can give her that dumb enchanted item that... Nope, she's already got her Van Braces thing. We can't give it to her. She needs to stay where she is. Building up our little bastion. Got harmony here. We'll take a growth and a spice. Yeah, we're really cutting it close when it comes to the money, but you know, at least we've got battles to win and we get money that way. Now here, they're likely to just move into the Turtle Gate. There's not really anything I can do about it. Alright, do we want more than one guy here to hold? If we don't, we can just force smash Yuan up there and then... Yeah, that'll be good. After all... I mean, Lokir is quite on the back foot here in this war against Guilt. It's very unlikely that he would choose to press against me, and if he did, you know, we might lose a minor thing here, but Kunlun we'd be able to reinforce before he got to it, so... Do I intend to confederate eventually or leave him as like as a wholesome little vessel? Say, yeah, you know, really up to them. I'd confederate them if they wanted to join, but I'm perfectly happy to leave them there, you know. After all, when the dragon siblings come together, why should these loyalists be running Wei Shin? You know, they did a good job while they were doing it, but now, you know, now it's my turn. Research rate plus 60? What? Okay. I don't know if that is higher because we made it into the thing or if that's just part of the palace, but research rate plus 60 is what's listed on that building. That is nutty. That is so much research rate. It's the equivalent of 8.5 research commandments. That's so good. Does it get higher? 100 at level 5. Oh my stars. Well, now I've got a dream in life. It's to take Wei Jin. You did well. For humans. A little bit. Until you lost it. to Vilitch. I mean, you can't really hold it against him, but you could pretend to for the meme. And by the time we have another battle, we'll actually get several pretty important technologies in the bank. So hopefully we'll be able to enjoy it. Because, yeah, if Zhao Ming just, like... if he just moves up anywhere, we'd be okay. But he's about to have problems over here because Greece is about to die, and that means Tamarkan is... well, he'll be looking at us. And we will be too weak to do anything about it. Exactly. Yanmo would find a way to blame him. Yo, once a defensive alliance, I mean, it might be good for us. We could just break it if we had to. Like, what's the best we could do here? We could knock some of their units out, maybe. Because I'll start with a whole bunch of defensive supplies, so, you know, we can... obviously, I don't think we're going to be able to hold, but we might be able to, you know, use the bastion walls a little bit and run back and... So this tower is controlled from this position. Just put like an explosive one there. And a cannon one there, and then... So we'll just get here, shoot them up a little bit, then they'll get to the wall, we'll run away and probably get caught out. But really, we just need to hold up in front of the towers for a little bit. Because really, getting anything done would be something. Like, where do we put this halberd? Right here? Yeah. These spawn are actually getting lit up. Oh, wow. We might be able to kill a few spawn here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we totally tune up a bunch of the spawn here. We're gonna have to run, though. You know, maybe it'll be worth it. We got like a unit of chaos spawn, I think, so... Over here. Well, maybe we didn't finish them off. No, I think we dragged them down with the summon. Anything is something. Oh wow, the Bastion, you get like a lot of towers all around the central point. I bet they all run into buildings though. I bet this tower shoots into buildings like most of the time. Alright, the peasant archers are very stuck, and they are not really trying to get away, are they? What are they doing right now? Okay, so what they do is they walk down the wall and run into aspiring champions who absolutely schwammer them. Yeah, I quite agree. This, you know, I definitely learned a lot about the mechanics of sieging and defending, importantly, and defending in this campaign. We got something done, you know, gradually. Maybe I should have left my bows back on the wall, back off of the wall. I just thought we'd be like, why would I not have known that they would end up looking like this? I don't know. Like, why would I not assume that they would just wait there? You know, why don't we just sit on the wall here, then? If they're not going to follow me, why don't we just sit up here and shoot them? These guys are all the way up there. These ones on the wall shoot. Yeah, come on, pull out your bows. Just get some shots in, please. Okay, they're terror routed. Okay, they're terror routed. But they're all on the wall. There aren't even any down there to be terrified. That's so annoying. Oh, the pink horrors showed up. Yeah, definitely could have done something more if we had... Man, my guys are real slow, huh? Guess I don't think of Forsaken as being that fast, but at 45 they are. Anyway, are our towers doing anything at all? I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna build one there and then it's gonna be taken right away. Alright, all the archers are already gone. Maybe we got a unit of cool things out. I think we killed one chaos spawn. Maybe we'll get this Forsaken too. Okay, so now the tower is shooting my own barricade because of the angle. Again, it looks like a good spot. It isn't, though. Yeah, it's just repeatedly shooting my own barricade. The cannon is shooting at the aspiring champions and missing. These towers are awful. They could be good, but all these buildings make them bad. Everything that makes this good to look at makes it awful to defend. Yep, it's literally just repeatedly... This is the place where you would want to defend, and all that tower can do is shoot your own barricade. Yep. Over and over again it'll shoot it. But on the upside, we finally got another cannon shot to connect with the Forsaken, so there's that. Well, I mean, we're dragging some of their stuff down. The towers in Total War 3 Kingdoms are absolutely lethal. Sieges on wall, major settlement, almost invisible if you have a unit of unbreakable cavalry. Oh. Yeah, you set it up, you use your towers, and then you just bash in with your cycle charging sort of thing. Well, if we get these Sentis down, you know, this is going to be actually a totally legit thing, yeah. The Chaos Spawn actually getting dragged down a bit here by this cannon tower. You know, sure it'd be nice to have a couple of archers back here to shoot. Looks like we're about to crumble, though. Terror routes are incoming. We're about to start getting taken all the way out. Oh, yeah, we lost the point back here. Well, that is all she wrote, then. Just leaving them in circles while they shoot. Ah, I see. And then we get army lost. Yeah, you know. Looping. We got one unit of Chaos Spawn down. Well, we could have done better if we didn't put our guys on the wall, but maybe we wouldn't have even killed that Chaos Spawn if we didn't. Take the speed? I mean, probably. Work for all the ground troops. But alternately... Like, no, these are all for the, these are all for decent units. the next armor for peasants isn't until all the way down there. I mean, we might as well take it. Yeah, it looks like Gelt is about to roll over him. You know, why shouldn't we put a defensive thing with Gelt? We can just break it later and no one can get mad. Because, I mean, Tamarkon or the Chaos Dwarves are going to declare soon. Once the Ultimate Minor Port Settlement, causing draws by running the garrison out and then back in for 5 turns for a full year in game to relive it. Yeah. Yeah, Total War, the long sieges, it doesn't really work. You're quite right. I don't know if you ever played Troy, but they had like a whole like long thing to do to take the city, which was actually really interestingly done, I thought. I'm like trying to think, what do I do here? I'm like, do I just move in and try to steal it from underneath them? Because we could just take this, and then Gelt will probably win. And then we get this nice level, you know, we get this wall already, and we can defend here, or not. Because look here, what's he gonna do? Go up here? Probably not. Gelt is like at his door, and then if they're down to the last, then we'll be able to pop them. Yanbo's gotta go up here. It might have been a bad choice. I mean, we'll probably get away with it, though. It was actually very tense because he had to sacrifice one or more units to retreat properly every time, taking attrition. Yeah, it actually does sound pretty historical, doesn't it? Yeah, Yanbo will move up and we'll be fine there. The Celestial Loyalists will hold the line in the center. Yeah, we'll be fine. I'm not thrilled about Gelt taking the capital here, but I don't really have a good route to get in there. And anyway, once Tamarkon declares war, you know, Gelt will have plenty of issues with what's going on over on this side. Oh, and we get the settlement garrison in there too? Good, good. We'll put my reinforcing army under AI control. We'll just round out the session with this. I'm already kind of talking too late, but this should be a simple little thing to do. Their reinforcements, which are meager coming in from that angle, will probably just, because we've got our guys on auto, the good old auto. Oh, this is a weird map, huh? Bang on the drum here for damage. Leave the alchemist just sitting out for there. What was the plan if I lost to Vilitch? Damage control to stop the push? Yeah, I was gonna retry the battle a few times, and then if I couldn't win it, then yeah, damage control, get Jiaming involved, and yeah, lose the game gradually. I thought, just try to learn what's up, and then next time, kill him quicker or whatever. Like, these chumps are going to be in for a rude awakening when all of my friends arrive. So you feel like I was in more danger with Snitch, even if Vilitch himself was more dangerous? Yeah. I think it was just that with Snitch, like, I didn't have, like, such a place to fall back to. So even now, like, if something bad happened, I've already got Miao Ying, like, we've got level 20 or 30, we've got our Astromancers, we've got, like, good tech going that sort of, has a lot of benefits going on. Don't know why I thought I could get them to just move at us. I guess I didn't see that this was going to stop us from shooting. Anyway, what do I do? Alright, so my allies are just going to charge in. They're just going to run, so if I don't start moving, they're all going to die. Yeah, their grand cannons are just, like, moving forward. I guess I got to move mine forward, too. Okay. Good news, since I put it on auto, my whole secondary army is just going to try to kill itself. Oh my god. It's just gonna absolutely suicide, isn't it? Oh, jeez. Oh, man. That's so rough. How could I be so stupid? It's so hard to deal with a big army, but dealing with your army literally throwing itself away is hard too. Like, the crane gunners are in the front. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's like it's forcing me to play dumb or better than I'm capable of playing. But it won't let me just be normal. Yeah, let's just run our whole troops forward. No choice. These crane gunners are just shooting skin wolves and they're just sitting there. I don't know what's going on. But you know, I don't know what is gonna happen. Cinematic dragon attack! Alright, so these 5 units of archers are all in melee with skin wolves. All of their melee troops are dead. Dead. They're all dead. No, they're... 5 of them are over here. So they sent the archers into melee by themselves. And then they sent all of their melee to one other side. They must have been learning from watching me. That's some dumb stuff that I would do. Speaking of, they are on top of... Yeah, so... As you see, I have all of my archers in one block too. And, you know, the army under my control is getting its archers dived on by skin wolves. So basically, we're both the same amount of dumb. Every ally's Gotrek minus the stats, yeah. Well, you know, they don't want to make it too easy. It's almost like they say AI control, but they mean I'm actively going to punish you for clicking the button. Like, wouldn't it be nice if there was a button where the AI worked right, like how it works for your enemy? Not like it's a genius, but it wouldn't do this, right? It wouldn't literally push all of your archers into melee. They don't do that. Their archers are back here. Not here, you know, like... But again, it's my fault. I'm bad. And I thought it would be easier if I didn't control their army. It would have been easier if I left them in a corner, because then I wouldn't have been pushed out to do this fight. Anyway, and I'm bad, and gunpowder units can't ever shoot, and I don't know why I play this game, honestly. I should just play a faction with artillery and arrows. I should just play dwarves. Wouldn't have to think about magic. Not really sure what's going on over there. They're just dying for something or nothing. Because I'll see like a Reddit comment and they're like, oh yeah, I made like an 18 crane gunner stack. And I just play and I'm like, I don't get it. I don't see how anyone can even be good at this game the way that they talk about it. Like, I don't know how they can use 12 handgunners. I don't understand. I just literally don't get it. I can't even protect like 2 ranged units and people will make a whole army of them. Anyway, a totally shameful display. Just terrible. Just really terrible. Yeah, they lost the cannon. I wonder how. Is it just like, is it literally an A move when you give it AI control? Does it literally just say, go forward in one straight line, everything walking at speed? Like, are they as dumb as I am? Oh, we can't? Oh, because it's red, but we can get global recruitment in a single turn still for the relevant things, so... You don't get a cannon anymore, Hogo. You know why. You chump. You know, I don't think I moved Miao Ying close enough to reinforce. I didn't. We just encamped her out there in the middle of the field. Smart. We'll do like an ambush right there. Grab the bastion behind them. That army can't take Wei Jin, probably. They're a little beat up. I mean, they might be able to. Wei Jin, no. Wei Jin has celestial dragons and all sorts of jade and stuff. They'll probably be fine. This army have siege attacker. Yeah. That's right. Spawn have it. That's right, this place is sitting at like a negative 96 constantly. Greasus is losing his war. Satan the Black is here with a very scary army. Got Eye Destroyer, Death Shrieker, Skullcracker, Hell Cannon. Alright, so we drew him up there. We didn't lose the fight. Is the Golden Order going to help? Oh no, Vilitch the Curseling took over. I don't have time for this right now. I gotta go to bed. I'm already up too late. Well, it looks like this campaign is still lost. We just don't know it for sure yet. But I think... No, probably I shouldn't play on very hard. That's my real takeaway, right? Like, I'm not like a good player or anything. Maybe I should stop playing on very hard. It seems to get away from me, right? And then, like, it gets way beyond my capabilities. Maybe I get better from playing on it, but I don't think so. Because I've been, like, the same amount of bad for a super long time at this game. I don't think I ever improve. I'll just, like, find an overpowered unit that works, or or some good item, you know, some character that I can just like go on the back of, some military alliance that makes it work. But when it's up to me playing, I never do it right, you know. Maybe I shouldn't have fought Loki here. That was dumb, right? We should have finished it. Oh well. Oh well. Anyway. That's all I've got for you right now. I'm going to bed. I'll be back in 7 or 8 hours and play that battle and lose it, and play some more and lose them. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. See you, Luke. Always a pleasure. Later, KP. Ah, man. Craziness. I just don't know how to play Cathay, you know? None of the infantry seems good except peasants. And they're not good enough for the late game. None of the ranged seems very good at all. Beyond that peasants are generically good. None of the monsters seem good. Only the legendary lords and the celestial generals seem good. And the astromancers. I don't know. It's fine when I'm fighting, like, trash. But, like, as soon as you go up against, like, Warriors of Chaos or Chaos Dwarves, and you're like, oh, all of your units are better than all of my units. Your lords are better than my lords. I can't snipe your heroes. Like, all the stuff you normally do doesn't work. But I don't know. Guess I could learn to play. Good luck with that, right? Anyway, good night.